I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video.
Hello there my friends, good morning, welcome back to another video. It is a rainy, cold day at this dang time of the year. I cannot believe it. Today I have some errands I would like to run, but first I will make some coffee. It is around 7:50 a.m. I think right now, and I'm going to reply to some comments. I have a haircut appointment today. I have no idea if I'm going to leave with a totally different haircut or just my ends trimmed off. I don't know. I have to get groceries, so we have some simple things that we have to go and do today. So let's start by making some coffee. Let's go. My ivy is going really beautifully towards the light. Clearly, it's looking so nice. Look, she's trying to chase the light through these stems. I love reading you guys' comments. I don't know if you know how much of an impact it has. You know, when I see a comment that says something like, I really enjoyed this video, it helped me calm down, it helped me feel a little bit less alone or a little bit better in general, it makes me feel very, very, very happy. And so I really want to keep making videos forever so that I could help a little bit, whatever I can, you know. Why is League of Legends appearing in the back? I didn't do that. I'm going to go get ready now. My hair appointment, it seems very bougie if I say it like that. It's just I'm going to trim my ends, very simple. But it's only at 11 and it is currently 8:20, so I'm going to avoid that at all costs. And I'm going to practice some piano, maybe read a little bit. Do something that's actually good for me instead of indulging in a League of Legends ranked game. I have such a problem with League of Legends, it's not even funny. As soon as I play one ranked game, that is going to be a couple of months of addiction. Anyway, I'm almost emerald, at least. Go off. Alright you guys, it's been a couple of minutes. The sun is starting to come through my room, and so at this time of the day I'm usually enjoying my coffee with this specific ray of sunshine, which lasts for about 15 minutes, because then the sun gets covered by some buildings and I rolled a very, very skinny smoke that I will be having right now because I don't want to have something super heavy. Try not to make fun of my rolls, okay? We're having some real progress here with the coriander. Look, how pretty. A head full of air. Basil, growing too, a little bit slower, but still growth. Rosemary, still nothing. Late bloomer. I've been talking to my plants. Whenever I look at my plants, I remember a speech I heard of Alan Watts. He was talking about how, you know, the whole concept of life only being understood backwards, but you have to live it forward, right? Sometimes you don't understand that the dark place you're in is just like a little seed being buried underground. Everything is dark, but that's exactly what it's needed for it to be able to bloom, you know. And so I've been talking to my rosemary. I've been saying, look, I know it's probably dark and cold in there, you're maybe scared, but if you come outside you will see everything, you know. So take your time, you'll be fine. She's taking her own time. Also, this is a very funny thing that some people have pointed out. I usually refer to things as he or she, and that is because in Portuguese we have pronouns for everything, so there is no it. Everything is either a he or a she. So a plant would be uma planta, so a she. A computer would be o computador, so it's a he. So that's why I don't have the habit of referring to things as it's, because for me, the way I learned to speak in my language, everything has pronouns, and so it's kind of difficult for me to turn off that chip when I'm speaking English, you know. Anyway, time to go practice for about 2 hours before I have to leave. Wish me luck. I just detected a major mistake in my playing of strutting at the Waldorf. See if you can spot the difference. I was playing it like this before, and it's supposed to be played like this. Do you see how I had the tempo all wrong? This is gonna be hard to get into my brain. Alrighty, it is about time I have to leave for the hairdresser. I was watching a Party Arlie video. I love her shiny hunting videos that she does on YouTube, and I also love her streams. I just love everything about her, honestly. It's very cozy and nice. And alright, I'm going to go to the hairdresser. I might come back with my hair looking virtually the same. I might come back with my hair up to here, who knows. I'm going to give you a look of how it is now. This is my hair. It is long, it is dry, it is 10 million different colors. It's raining outside, but it's sunny, so I have rays of sunshine entering my room and also the sound of the drops of the rain. What a nice day it is today. Alright, let's get this done. We're on our way. I'll see when I get there. I feel excited. Change is exciting. It's a little bit scary too. But you know, it's just hair. Who cares that much? I had to stop the car because I think I have just seen the most beautiful tree and I wanted to show you. Look! Oh my god. Look how it dances with the wind. I think it's going to be a good day today. Alrighty, I have just arrived to my hairdresser spot. It is raining a good amount, and do I have an umbrella? No. Sounds like a day to enjoy getting rained on. Because what is the other option? Be mad about it? Not about to do that. So I'm going to take care of this, and yeah, let's see how I look when I come back. Wish me luck. I feel very light. I don't feel the heaviness of my hair weighing my head down. I feel like I can turn my head without my hair getting stuck somewhere. And now a friend of mine has invited me for coffee. So she's going to be the first one seeing this. Let's go.
Mas depois dizes, você gostar das plantas? E eu, tá bem, mas eu vou esperar que ela apareça aqui amanhã com o cabelo todo. Cheira bem. Super, super. Ai, é boa. Ah, mas está bem boa. Está mesmo. Eu posso comer a parte do espinafre assim se quiseres. Ok. Que eu adoro. Está saborosa.
I have just said goodbye to my friend and arrived at one of the places that I like to smoke at the most, and I'm going to try and see if I can find a place to sit down. I have a little mat here. It is a little bit windy, so worst case scenario I'll stay in my car, I think, but I really was wanting to be outside, so let's go. We are currently working with the 1 p.m. sun. So I have my portable ashtray here and I'm going to be having a smoke. I wanted to have this smoke in nature because it has been raining on and off throughout the morning, and so I don't know if I'm going to have another chance to be outside without the rain. So that's what I'm doing. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I made a video some time ago explaining the increase that I was seeing in my cigarette consumption over the past year, couple of months, and I explained some of the reasons that led up to it and, you know, my plan on approaching it, knowing that I wanted to reduce and all of that. And so that is why you may be seeing more than 1 cigarette per day over the last videos. It's because I am now on about 2 to 3 per day, so it has changed a little bit. You know, as long as I am recognizing that I would like to change that and making efforts to not surpass that, and some days I still manage to have 1 cigarette per day, but I would say it's many less than the ones I had before. You know, it's a tricky thing to manage. And you know, I've been feeling really content as of late. Contentment is a state of being that I've been saying for a long time. That is my ultimate state of being that I want to be in. Anyway, and of course it's going to be hard and it's going to be a lifelong process of trying to feel contentment as much as I can, because you know, you still have old patterns and ways of thinking, and I start going into doom a lot, which is something that I'm very prone to doing because, I don't know, just the way my brain chemistry works, I think. But I've been able to find a lot more things in normal day-to-day life, just regular things on a seemingly boring day, that I can appreciate and be like, look, I'm really grateful for this thing that is happening right now. Not necessarily things that I have, because possessions are very flimsy, you know. One day they're here, the next they're not, and it's very hard not to attach value to them, especially to me. I'm a very sentimental person, and I really like having my plushie that I've had ever since I was 1 year old, and I like having my journals, and I'm not sure how I would deal with losing these very sentimental things. I don't know, you know, just being able to sit here in this plot of dirt and grass in peace, you know, and listen to the birds, and just being able to be here as a fully functioning human being with all of my abilities working properly is such a gift, and I'm very happy about it. And for a long time I didn't even think about this sort of things, you know, how you wake up and you open your eyes and you see your room. Just that is something to be very happy about, you know. You woke up another day, point number one, and you opened your eyes and your vision is working perfectly fine. Mine is a little bit blurry without my glasses, but you know, still I have glasses, you know. I can see things through these lenses, and it's such a privilege and it's such a gift to be able to see colors and see the wind making the leaves dance, and to see my dad and all of these things. It's something that I'm very happy about. I am going to go home. My dad is probably going to want to go grocery shopping, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, it has been really nice to sit down for a little bit here. I have to go practice some more piano and start editing soon and planning things for the channel. But yeah, I'll see you at home. Oh, I didn't get my stun in time. Oh my god. Alright, so now I'm going to pass the footage from the camera to the computer and start editing, which is going to take me the rest of the day. So let's see how that goes. Vamos lanchar, eu e o meu paizinho. É sério? Gosta dessa? Gosto. Essa é boa, não rouba. É lombarda, né? Temos lá esquecemos do tomatinho. Hello my friends, it is a lot later, and I wasn't thinking of having another smoke session today, but here we are. I rolled another semi-skinny weird contraption here. This video has been taking quite a long amount of time. That's the funny thing with YouTube, you know, is that, and I guess entrepreneurship and freelance projects in general, is that you put a lot of hours into something that you have no idea if it's going to be well received or if it's going to work out, you know. Sometimes with these vlogs I can put 10 to 15 hours on just one video and not performing well, you know. That's a possibility and it has happened a lot of times. But I really enjoy making these sorts of videos, and so I think I should lean into the things that I'm very interested in as well. I think that cutting my hair this short, and I think I found a little hairstyle for it, I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm still figuring it out, but it has let me know once again how much I lack self-confidence in all aspects. I feel like I really enjoyed having long hair because I could hide behind it very well, you know. Not necessarily that it looked very good, it was all fried and dead as you saw, but I could hide my face if I didn't feel comfortable outside or something like that, you know. Like this, I feel a little bit more exposed and I feel a little anxious, and so it's been a little bit of a learning curve today. But this also goes for YouTube, for example. I feel like sometimes I have trouble trying out new things because I'm afraid that I will be bad at whatever this new format I have in mind is, that I will not be able to put the vision that I have in my brain into reality, that nobody's going to like it, that it's not going to be well received, that nobody's gonna care. And even if that's the case, you know, I just have to tell myself, if this is something that I like doing, I need to at least try and experiment a couple of times, you know. Maybe I will understand that I don't really love these new formats that I may be thinking about, but if I never try, I will never know. I was talking about this with my friend today when we were having coffee. She was talking about wanting to start her own social media posting, like making videos and all of that, but she was saying that she's afraid of being perceived as wanting to be an influencer or wanting to be a YouTuber or something like that, and she's afraid of not being able to do anything well and not knowing how to do things and not being able to produce something that she's proud of. And I told her something that I should tell myself as well, which is the only foolproof way of failing is to never try at all, you know. If you never try at all, that is 100% guaranteed failure. You will never know if you would have been good, you would have never know if you would have liked it. You have to give yourself a shot, you know. And it's going to be hard, you're going to feel like you don't know what you're doing. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now and I don't know what I'm doing still. I'm constantly changing things around and wondering if I should do this way and this other way, and I just never really know. I'm constantly experimenting and it feels scary all of the time, but it also feels exciting and rewarding and fulfilling, you know. So it's very worth feeling scared. So all this to say that I'm going to keep trying different things and experimenting, and not with just YouTube, not just with my hair, but with everything, you know. I just have to give myself a shot. I cannot tell myself that I won't be able to do something until I've actually tried. And trying is not doing something once and deciding you're not good at it so you'll quit. Trying is actually giving it a real chance, you know, putting in a good amount of hours and letting your skill grow a little bit, getting past the initial learning curve. And only then can you decide if this is something that you're not good at or perhaps you don't like. So I'm going to apply that same thought to myself. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I have really enjoyed making it, and I will see you all very soon, my friends. Have a beautiful rest of your days.